Okay, so once we've fully disassembled the car, we're in a position to start running the cables. I'll explain where we've got to so far. So we would have removed the top trim piece, the centre trim piece that runs around the climate controls. We would have moved the trim piece around the gear shift selector here in the centre console. The top tip with that, if you pop out the button from the trim piece and plug it back into its connector, it will stop the car from the ignition turning on every few minutes or so. When the button's not there, it will turn the ignition on but not start the car every few minutes, so it just stops that from happening. Once we've done that, we've removed first the climate control unit at the bottom with the screws either side. That will come out, and there's just a connector on the back with a push clip to release it. As you can see down here, the unit that sits at the right side of the climate control unit. We've then gone ahead and removed the trim surround for the touchscreen. Again, connector at the side with a push tab at the side to release. We've then removed the screen unit. These connectors here are a little tricky. You have to move the metal piece at the back round to the side. This white tab will lift up, you can pull it up, and then you push it into the connector, which will release the locking mechanism and will allow you to just take it off fairly easily. There shouldn't need any force to pull the connector from the unit itself. It should come off fairly smoothly. Once we've done that, we've then moved this unit again, 2 T20 screws either side, forward. This is the nav unit that controls most of the nav equipment and other pieces, which gives us access to this cubby hole back here. We've then gone ahead and run the cables. So you've got the main power and control unit, which is effectively just a T-piece. So this is the new connector that runs into the head unit. We plug it into the old one back here, and then back here, and then we have off of there, it will run to the unit that actually plugs into the ID core module itself. So run that, tuck that back out of the way. We then have the LCD connector, which runs through to our new LCD connector in the car unit. The OEM one, just tuck that back out the way down the back. That's not needed anymore, the one that comes out of the head unit. We also have run the USB and auxiliary cables. Now into this harness, down the back here, you will see 2 video connectors, they're not needed, and 1 auxiliary connector here to connect into the supplied auxiliary cable. That cable you can run down the back left here, and if you pop this trim piece off on the inside, no tools are required, just a bit of gentle persuasion. You'll be able to get your hand up round the back here into this hole in here. It's quite easy to run, no pull cables required. We then run the cables for the auxiliary and also the USB connections you can see here. You may need a USB extension for the F-Type. You should be able to find these online for a couple of pounds. Just a 1 to 2 metre extension will do you fine. So we've plugged the extension unit in here, along with the auxiliary cable, and we've run it just down the inside of this trim piece, tucking it down out of the way of the clip. So if you tuck it down inside the insulation material here, all the way down the side to the cubby hole at the back where we can find the auxiliary socket. Now, I've got it into the cabin without drilling any holes. You can see the cables run up through here, and this trim piece at the back will lift with the included trim tool. Once you've got a bit of a gap there and you've lifted up, you can pop through, and then you have the actual USB connection that will be for your phone if you choose to plug it in here, and the auxiliary running into the OEM auxiliary unit there. Other cables you may choose to run if you want to use the inbuilt microphone for features like Hey Siri and things like that. I have run, the best place for this, or the easiest place to run, is down in this centre, this kind of hole back here. I've run the microphone, which is just run out of shot here, down into a hole in the back corner. You can then easily grab it from inside here, run it back up to where the ID core unit I should say, is going to be running back here. This will be how the unit looks just before you go ahead and tuck it down the back of the console. We've got our USB connection in, our LCD out connection, our microphone, and the power connector with the antenna for the Bluetooth plugged in. Okay, the ID core unit is now slid down the back. You can get it through this gap here. It's a fairly wide unit, but because it packs all the wireless features, etc., that other similar products do not, yeah, it's a little bit wider. So you can get it through this gap here down into the back, tuck it up and tuck it down in, and then bring it up flat behind the brace unit here. That will stop it interfering and make sure there's no tension on any of the connectors in the back. You should then be able to neatly tuck this nav unit back in over the top here, place it down in, and everything should be out the way and secure, with just the connectors up the top here you need to plug back into the screen with no extra cable mess. If required, you can pull if you've run the cables kind of down and in a loop, especially the main power loom, the one that kind of wires into the screen junction here. If you run it down here, you can use that to pull back any excess you may have when you're pushing the unit down at the back. Again, just be careful that you make sure that all the connectors are secure, they're not coming loose during that process, and also double check your dip switch settings. I currently have all of mine in the down position when looking at the dip switches on the unit, and that seems to work perfectly with my F-Type. The only one you need to pay attention to is the I believe dip switch number 8, which should be in the instructions, which refers to your reversing camera if you're using a third party.